Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to cut and strip the paint off the sled, since in my previous videos I didn't really show how to do that. First you want to mark the middle of the sled, and the way I did that is I measured from the rope handle holes on the sides with just this measuring tape, and you want to measure from the opposite holes, and you want to do that with both of the holes so you have about the average distance in the middle, and came out to be about 12 and a half or 12 and a quarter or so in the middle. After that you want to go ahead and drill it. For the drill bit, you don't have to have a really big size. This one's about 3/32. You just need the hole to be about the size of a wall nail, and you just want to okay. And for the measurements on the shield, I just marked it 4 inches, 2.5, 2.5, and 2.5, and the last line is the end of the shield, and that's exactly at 4 inches for the nail. And I'll just set that in the hole and get a Sharpie. And then you want to just take the jigsaw and cut this off. Okay, and I just got the excess rim cut off. Whenever you use the jigsaw, make sure you have it higher just a little bit, just because the jigsaw blade will hit the ground if it's not high enough. And as you can see, it's not perfectly circle. The next step is to take the angle grinder and just smooth it all out. Okay, I just got done grinding the edges. That's still a little bit sharp. After I strip all this red paint, I'm going to take some sandpaper and smooth down the edges so it's not as sharp. Whenever you strip it, make sure you have something like a tarp. As you can see here, I have cardboard to lay it on, just because when the paint comes off it's going to be really messy. For the stripper, I just have this clean stripper. You can get this at, I think, Walmart or Home Depot. When you apply it, make sure you get all the surface, and you want to let it sit for about 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, I let it sit for just a little bit longer than I wanted it to, and as you can see, the paint is bubbling up and coming off. If I take my finger across it, it will come off really easily, just like this. Just wiping it off. You can see the bare metal right under. Alright, now I just gotta scrub all of this off, and it'll take me about 20 minutes to really get it cleaned. Okay, almost got all the paint off, just doing a little bit of touch-ups. It took me about 2 hours to get the outside and the inside. It took me the longest on the inside since it's concave. It's a little bit harder to scrape off all the paint. I found this plastic ice scraper for your car, and it comes in handy because it doesn't scratch up the sled compared to a metal scraper. So, okay, I just got all the paint off, and now I'm gonna sand the edge of the sled just to kind of make it dull so it's not as sharp. I have some 262 grit sandpaper. I'm just gonna sand it like that, just back and forth. Okay, I just dulled the edges of the shield. I did it with a 80 grit, 262 and a 800 wet sandpaper. As you can see, it's a little bit shinier than the rest of it. The next step is to take a piece of Scotch-Brite, wet it with a piece of cardboard and a nail. Yeah. I'm just going to set it underneath the cardboard. I'm starting from the middle. I don't know how well the camera can pick this up, but there should be circular lines on the whole face of the shield. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing for the inside of the shield, just with the same process. Okay, I just went over the inside and the outside of the sled with a 262 grit sandpaper, and as you can see, the lines came out a lot better than just the Scotch-Brite alone. Here's the inside. It came out a little more circular on the backside than I would have liked, but it's a little bit harder since it is concave, so I'll just stick with this. And the next step is to draw the lines and tape it so I can paint it. Okay, and for the next step, you just want to take the marking stick from earlier, and for this part you want to have a pencil. You just want to draw the circles. Nice and thin. Okay, I should just about do it. Okay. Alright, and in my next video, I'll do the paint. And as always, thanks for watching.